average, continuation pattern, and a harmonic pattern, and most importantly support resistance. I don't go anywhere without support resistance. For me, my number one thing that I have to look at before I take a position, it has to be major support and resistance. So if I see that, I will clearly know that is my type of setup. You understand? So you should have your own setups, have your own signature setups. When you see it, you take it with conviction and confidence and everything there is in your will to to heavily profit from it if I'm putting it properly. So the other one, this is a simple one. It's straightforward and it is very high probability. Let's choose the second week, not second week, the third week. Remember, on second week we got our proper stop hand. No, this wasn't a proper stop hand because I thought this was it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also, so this was a 5 weeks month. So this was the first week. The second week we didn't get a proper stop and high because remember we're trading in line with the trend. So I didn't want to take a long position here because I'm only interested in trading in line with the trend. I see this, I leave it. Then I'm gonna only take this after having analyzing properly that it's a continuation of the downtrend. Then for me, I will take it with no doubt. So after having noticing here, I took this position, right, and then it still came down, and then it broke below this lows here. When it does this, I already put my pending orders around these areas. I know it's gonna go. I have to take another position. If it comes back and retests that resistance as support from support, if it comes back and retests this support as resistance, the price will find my pending orders right there. I'm not even gonna think twice. When I see a high value area, I put my pending orders and I look at other pairs. Put my pending orders and put my stop losses. If ever I'm wrong, I'm gonna get stopped out. If I'm right, I'm gonna get filled in and then I'll come back and then just break even just to make sure that I'm on free trades. You understand? So it's very important that you should also use proper risk and equity management. You should know where to put your stop losses, where to put stop pending orders, when to take profits, when to cut your losses, when to let your profits run, and so forth. Because it's no point to lose like five trades consecutively and then wait the first trade that you win, then you don't let it run, you carry it short. Like, why do you do that? Let it run so that even if when it makes profit, it gives you back whatever that you lost on that previous losing trades. With it also looking at your risk reward, because when you have a good risk reward, you'll be able to lose 5 positions, and then with this one winning position, you should be able to cover all those 5 losing positions with just one winning position. You understand? So I hope that makes sense. So for me, that was very good. Tuesday stop and high that is in line with the trend, which resists previous support and resistance, and we also have a continuation pattern there. So that's a high probability pattern. Remember, we're not looking at TDI and moving averages in this case. We're just looking at price action and market makers. So if ever you see that, and then maybe when it came to that area, maybe you were not on your charts. But then when you come back and you see that it gave you that nice retest on that previous support as resistance, and there's also like a beautiful continuation pattern. And then when you come back, you see 3 and 13 moving averages has already crossed. You take it. You don't wait for it to come back. It's already crossed. It's a signal that it's not coming back to those highs. You understand? You take it and then you relax. And then when price moves 20 to 30 pips in your favor, you break even and let it run. Understand? Then you will start, looking to take profits when the price, it's on major support, or when it's at golden Fibonacci extensions, because 38%, 50 and 618 my golden Fibonacci retracements, and then 127, 141 and 161, they're my golden Fibonacci extensions. So if I take if I enter it at 38% Fibonacci retracement, I'm gonna have to take my target at 161. If I enter at 50%, target is 141, and then if I enter at 618, my target is 127. So because this one is it's not touching 38, so it's a signal that there's a very strong trend. So when it's a strong trend like that, after entry, it's not gonna waste a lot of time still trying to accumulate positions there. So it's supposed to be going straight downwards and then you will just looking at where you're comfortable in taking your target. You understand? Personally, I don't trade with take profits because I'm a trend trader. I always trade with the trend, so I don't want to limit myself with regards to how much profit I want to take, or the peps that I want to accumulate. I don't want to limit myself because we already limiting ourselves with stop losses. My maximum stop losses are 50 pips. So I don't put take profits when I'm in a winning position. I'll just let it run, and then when it moves further and further in my favor, I will just book profit according to my trade management. So put my stop losses below the previous lows if I'm trading intraday, intra-week, intra-month. The same thing goes. So if ever I'm trading intra-month, I have my, if ever I enter here, price goes down, it comes back, it enters the retest here, and then I re-enter. Obviously I'm gonna, here I've already broken even, so it's a free trade. And then when it comes back like this, I have five positions here. When it comes back like this, gives me a low price like that, or gives me this, I will just close maybe 2 positions and then keep 3, and then those 3 I'll just put them above those highs. If it comes back like this, I'll put my stop losses here. It gives me another low, my stop losses there. It gives me another low, my stop losses there. You understand? So it comes back, gives me this, my stop losses are still above those highs. It gives me that, it doesn't take out those highs there, which means my stop losses are still properly placed. And then I re-enter here, it goes below here, it closes, and then I break even again. After breaking even those positions, I take those stop losses, I put them above those highs here. It goes down. From then on, I take those stop losses, I put them with this break even, with this the position that I've broken even here, because now I have like 3 positions that were left from the previous week that are in heavy profit, and then now I have 5 positions that I just entered now, and they're also on free, or it's like free, no risk. You understand? I let it run. It gives me a low, I put I put my stop losses here. Then it comes back, it retests here, and it ranges. I put my stop losses there. It goes below. When it gives me that, I put my stop losses above there. It gives me that my stop losses are still around those highs there. It gives me that if I don't have any low, I'm not gonna move my stop losses. It comes back, gives me that again. I put my stop losses above there. It comes back. This is the 4th week of the month. Obviously, I'm expecting reversals. After this lows here, it comes back. It gives me that. I put my stop losses there, or maybe around those areas. I would consider taking because this is Tuesday, Wednesday stop band, and then the 4th week or the 5th week of the month. So I'm expecting reversals. This is where I will take my profits and then re-enter again, because I know that this is the proper time to counter trend. You understand? So you should basically know when to counter trend and not when to counter trend. So I hope that makes sense, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very good one. But then here there's like major resistance there, and there's also like level 1 from Thursday, level 1 correction, level 2 correction, level 3. So on that major resistance there's like 3 levels of rise in 3 days. So it's like 33 trade on that moving on that high value area. So 33 on that high resistance area. So that's a high probability area. On Tuesday stop and high, and then after 313 moving average, that's a very huge clue. So 313 moving averages count back, and you see how moving averages are lined up together like that. It's a signal that this thing has been ranging for quite some time, for like 1, 2, 3 weeks. So after this, you should expect a very huge downfall. It did exactly that. We entered, and then gave us that nice 50, 200, and 800 moving average crossover. So when you see that crossover like this, 50, 200, and 800 crossing over, and then being all at the same area, you know that's a log. That's a huge log. You can enter literally anywhere and you still be safe. The price might not actually come back and take you out. You understand? But then just don't trade without stop losses. I do trade without stop losses because I know my work, and I know when to trade without stop losses and when to trade with stop losses. So just be very careful of that. So after having noticing this, the price came and broke below that support. So this is my point of reference right now. So right now I wanna look at this and highlight this as my next following. If price breaks below, I want to take this as my next entry area. So what does price do? It comes below, breaks below. It didn't quite come back and retest that. But then for me, because this is Friday, I cannot continue the trend on Friday. Friday I'm expecting a reversal, so I can't take any continuation of short positions here, unless if the price came back to this, maybe this highs here. After this crossover at 15 to 200 and 800, if it crossed over like that and came back like this, and then came back to retest that area. Any of these moving averages, I would more than happy sell it. But then if it's like there, nowhere near any Fibonacci retracements or near major support or resistance, I'm not taking any short positions. I'll just let it be. But of course, I'll after I enter here, price goes 20-30 pips up, break even, eliminate the risk. It does this, give me a small retracement, which is level 170 trade. After coming back and doing that, like after it takes out the previous low there, I'll put my stop losses here. It comes down. There's not a significant level, but then because of it's been moving very strongly, I'll just put my stop losses below, not below, above every retracement. Put stop losses here, comes back, retests, and then breaks below here. Put my stop losses there, gives me that, and then it's Thursday. I'm 1, 2, 3. I will start thinking of taking partial profit. Not everything close everything. You know why? Because of it's in line with the trend. So, and then remember, after noticing that we've already got that break even 52, not break even actually, crossover 5200 and 800 crossover. You don't want to close anything here. Just let it run. If you enter, you should be able to enter position, even if it's right here, because of you've already seen 5200 and 800 moving average crossover. You enter, and then this is a point of reference for me. This is my point of reference. I will wait for Tuesday, Wednesday. Tuesday didn't give me that, but I can see it's clearly going up. So I'll wait for a proper entry in that area. I'll put my pending orders there, and then my stop losses, I would put them just above those that 800 moving average there. What it does, it comes back and it releases there. On that Asian session, give us that, and then it didn't quite come back to those levels again. So if you don't have your pending orders, you're not gonna be able to take this position, because of this was already we in South Africa we were deep asleep, because it was about 3 to 4 a.m. in the morning Asian time. You understand? So around those times we fast asleep. So if you don't have your pending orders, the startups are you always gonna miss. So make sure that if you see a high value area like this one here, after noticing that this here price might actually come back, because you can see it's level 1, level 2. It's Monday, give us level 2, and you expect the price to come back on level 3 on Tuesday. Put pending orders there, so that you're not gonna even think twice when price, because when you don't have pending orders, if price comes back and then you sometimes, or maybe quite often, you will be reluctant to take this position. You will still wait for confirmations. For me personally, if I see a high value area, I'm not gonna even think twice. I see I have a high value area, I put my pending orders, and then I go look at another pairs. I've put pending orders, and I've also put stop losses. If ever I was wrong, I will get stopped out on negative, maybe negative 5% or negative 10%, depending on how much risk I'm comfortable with. You understand? You see that you put pending orders, it comes back, it plays around that area you already in. When you wake up in the morning, you look at your you look at your you open your MetaTrader, you're like, okay, our orders are filled in, you just break even. And you know what I like to do? I'll break even, and then I'll monitor it, break even, because if ever it starts showing, but it might actually irritate and stop me out again before going down. I would break even, and then put furthermore pending orders right where I've entered, or I've put my break even. Excuse me. So I'll just re-enter again, or put more pending orders there. So another one, level 1, level 2, level 3 in 2 weeks. So from the lowest price of the previous month, we got level 1 correction, level 2 correction, and level 3. So this was level 3 with regards to market makers. After 2 weeks of rise, and it's Thursday midweek reversal, there's a harmonic pattern there, there's continuation pattern, there's major diagonal resistance there, and there's also major support and resistance, horizontal support and resistance. So this is a high value area. You see it, you take it, you kill it, and then you maximize. You get paid. If ever you see it today, you make enough profit to last you for the next 3 months. You take $100 account to 1,000, you make 1,000% return on investment. People say it's impossible, then it is. I'm telling you right now, it is very possible. Guys, you should never be afraid of risking. You know why I consider myself as an aggressive trader, and then as somebody that's gonna make huge, I'm talking about hundreds of millions, you understand, or tens of millions. But then I want to be a billionaire. I'm not a billionaire yet, but then I believe that I'm I'm heading towards the right path because I'm very consistent. So I don't have any worries, even if it happens after 10 years. But the fact of the matter is that I will die with loads of money in my bank account, and yeah, that's it. So you're gonna be able to take positions that are gonna pay you awesomely. You understand? So you see, like that, with so much confluences, don't get confused with all these movements. Know where the price is going. Look at your high value areas and then put your pending orders. After having noticing this, I know that this level 1, level 2, if price breaks above that, it's obviously going to issue me a level 3. So then from the previous high price of week, I need to measure my Fibonacci. So from that high to this low, X, A, B, C, D, that is my D completion. So in terms of Gatli, I need to make it a point that no, it's not a Gatli, it's a total, as I can see. It's not a, because remember we have Gatli total and then bad. Gatli total, bad. They're almost similar, but then they're actually not. You just need to know precisely which one retraces from, and then where it extends from. Yeah, that type of thing. So I hope that makes sense. This one, okay, this one doesn't have a lot of confluences or convergences, and this one also looks good. There's harmonic pattern, there's a breakout there, and then there's two major resistance areas. There's diagonal resistance and horizontal resistance. So some other trades you're not gonna be able to take them properly with pending orders. Otherwise, this one you wouldn't have been filled in. Personally, for me, I'm already filled in around this area here. I'm already in here. Okay, let me see when that was. Okay, it's this one. Yeah, like as I said, this area here, it's this one. So we're already filled in here because you already had pending orders around that area. So we're in here. So no worries. If you were not able to take this short position, this cipher here, it's okay because you're already in from Thursday midweek reversal and then first week of the month. So imagine how you're able to enter at that high price of the month, and you're also able to exit at that low price of the month. So on average, you should know, maybe on GBP on average you have like on average with regards to the monthly range, you have something like 600 pips. So 600 pip average monthly range. So from this high to low prices of month, on average you're gonna have like 600 pips. So you know that you've made 600 here, 550 here, maybe 350 here, and then 320 here. So it's, even though it's a 650 pip movement from high to low prices of the month, but you've accumulated like 2000 pips. So it's very important to enter when you get the retracement, enter. And then another thing, to grow your account, don't trade the long term with small accounts. If you have a $100 account, enter here, take some partial profits here, re-enter, take partial profits, re-enter, take partial profit. Every week, every day, make sure you take a lot of something every day to grow your account every day, you understand? But then at the same time, hold some positions for long term. What I do personally to grow a small account, I would enter like so, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 mini lots, or 5 mini lot, or not 5 mini lots. Like I would open, or not mini lots actually, one micro lot and open 5 positions, or open two micro lots with 3 positions, and then along the way I would close one position at the day, one position at the day, one position at the day, and at the end of the week you'll find that the first trade I made like 60 pips, second trade 120 pips, the third trade like 200 pips. You see, so it's very good, risk ratio and trade management. So you're able to enter here. You also take this Friday midweek reversal after that breakout, and then you also enter here. You took your profits here because it's level 1, level 2 in 1, 2, 3 days. It's 2 levels in 3 days. So, but then you already know there's a Thursday midweek reversal, and then there's also major resistance there, support rather. There's major support. So on that area there, that's where you should start looking to take partial profits with regards to monthly, intra-month cycles. So that is very important. So it's the same setup here. This is this, man. It's the same thing. So, but we were able to take positions here because remember this was the third level in 2 weeks, and then what else was there? There was also harmonic pattern there, flag. So this was a major high value area. You understand? So this one again, it's a very good one because it's like uh, level 1 correction, level 2 correction, level 3. So for me, it's 3 levels in 2 weeks. So not only that, there's a harmonic pattern, there's a flag pattern, there's also major resistance there. So ladies and gentlemen, remember, we're not gonna trade everything. We're only looking to trade one thing all the time. If you don't, that is why we do not trade every day. We look at the charts every day, but we don't trade every day. We wait for our setups. We analyze the markets and we see high value area, and then we identify that. We wait for the price to come to that area. If the price doesn't come to that area, we do not enter. Why? Because we don't want to take premature entries and get stopped out too often. We only enter at high value areas. In that way, then you'll be able to make profit even if everyone is losing, because you don't trade every day. You only trade high value, high probability patterns. So which means, out of 10 trades, you're gonna be able to win 7, 8 positions overall. You understand? So those are very good statistics. So this one is also very. Can you see how much this is the same thing over and over and over and over? Like you do the same thing over and as long as, or maybe given that, as long as you understand the market maker cycle, then everything else comes on top of that. I hope this makes good sense, ladies and gentlemen. If you understand your market makers properly, then everything else is just a small piece, or maybe a walk in the park. You understand? Because as you can see, this was Friday, and then not low price of the week, but then this was the Friday. Okay, this is the not low price, but then we got our Thursday midweek reversal. So from then, this is not my midweek reversal because I got the stop hunt and I also got the reversal. So from this low here, I'm just gonna count levels from that. So it's anchor point here, level 1 correction, level 2 correction, level 3. So this is a 33 trade, three levels in 3 days, and then there's good the left shoulder. It's the left shoulder. It's all, or it's the same area where the right shoulder is. So when you see the left shoulder there, this is where you want to take your short positions on your right shoulder. Before it even comes to that area, you've already identified this area, because of that is where the left shoulder is, and then more than likely the right shoulder is also come within that area there that the left shoulder is at. I hope that makes sense. Not only that, the continuation pattern, a flag, and then left shoulder head and the right shoulder moving average 50% to 618 Fibonacci retracement in line with the trend. So for me, that's a kill. You see it, you take it, you capitalize heavily on it, you get paid for the next coming 3 months on this one setup. As you can see, from then onwards, it gives us a nice rally. And then if you know how to properly use your pending orders, guys, this is a breakout. This is a breakout here, because you see it's a nice rally accumulation, stop hunt. So if you had your pending orders there, you should also put your sell stops here. You have your sell limits here, sell stops below that low, because it's gonna continue with this trend going south. Why wouldn't you wanna kill them if you are able to manage? If you are able to capitalize or kill them here, why don't you wanna kill them here again? Because we know the order flow system. We know how institutional order flow works. These guys, it's like an order system. They use pending orders. It's their system. Let's use it against them. A taste of their own medicine. Now we know about it. We don't let them escape. We don't let them breathe. Means. I hope that makes sense. So otherwise, let me just continue with that. I see I'm getting too excited. So after I've seen that, we see okay, retest. So if you see retest and you know that it's gonna break below again, you put pending orders here, sell limits, and then sell stops below. You see, it's easy. Sell limit, sell stops. Sell limit, sell stops. Sell limit, sell stops. If it comes back like this and you know it's gonna break out, you don't leave the breakout. You don't leave a breakout because here it's confirmed. Maybe if you were reluctant to take a lot of positions here, you might take, maybe if you have a good account, maybe you have like $1,000 account, you might take 2 or 3 2 mini lots positions. I like 2 mini lots. You take 2 mini lots, 2.0, like 2 positions to 3 positions. It goes below here, you break even. Now right now you up like per position, maybe per position that you've opened, you up like maybe $200 or 150. Now you're in free trades. You've already broke even and you've already secured some profits. Don't be afraid to take 5 mini lots here. You take 5 mini lots here. I'm telling you, do it. Take 5 mini lots. 3 5 mini lots, 5, 10, 15. And then when it comes to these levels here, you're already up about, from $100 or from $1,000, you're already up about 100%. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. You're over 100% in 1 week. You're over 100%. Dude, I don't know. I've never heard of any financial institutions that give you like return on investment 100% in like a week. That's good money. If you ask a lot of traders, they tell you it's impossible to make 100% per week consistently. But I'm telling you, you actually can. For me personally, I make a minimum of 50%, minimum 50% per week. So if I make 50% per week minimum, I'm happy. I'm happy with that. So I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, you can make a minimum literally of like 100% per week or maximum of 1,000% a month. I've done that tons and tons of times. And then when we started trading with my friends, they were like, nah, Joe, you can't do it. You can't do it. But then I was like, these guys, why are they saying it's impossible? You understand? So they're like, nah, man, nothing is impossible, man. This is just a game, man. It's like playing, I don't know what type of a game. But for me, when I started with this trading thing, I knew that for me, this was a game. Ladies and gentlemen, I've played far more difficult games than what I'm doing right here. So for me, before I got into it, I knew this was gonna very simple thing that I've ever did. And I'm telling you, to this day, it's the most simplest thing. It is very difficult because it's an emotional roller coaster. You understand? Sometimes you'll get broke, and especially when you're just starting out, you lose a lot of money, and then you even think of quitting, but you shouldn't, because you just need to have a mentor, somebody like me, somebody that understands these things, somebody that has a trading edge, somebody that will come to you and tell you about something that you're not gonna get from all these gurus out there. You understand? We don't need anyone to show us their money or sell us the trading lifestyle. No, we don't want it. We want the actual trading. You understand? We want to see how you analyze your markets, how you make money, how long you hold your positions. Are you a trend trader? Are you a position trader? Are you a scalper, or whatever the case may be? We just want to see that. How good are you? Peeps don't lie, ladies and gentlemen. Don't show us your fake lifestyles and whatnot. So we're only interested in trading what we see, and which is very consistent. That's what people are looking for. You understand? So after watching this course, ladies and gentlemen, and then if ever you don't find, or you're not consistent with this course, in 3 months, ladies and gentlemen, you have a problem. It's not me, it's not the system. And then I'm telling you, you will try different types of different methods of trading, you'll never go through if you cannot understand this, because this is advanced trading. For me personally, I have never met anyone that trades market makers like I do. You understand? So I am very confident, and then I don't know, not overconfident, but then I know my work, ladies and gentlemen. I did this from scratch. Steve doesn't tell us about intra-month, intra-quad, intra-year, intra-5-year, intra-20-year cycles. No, he doesn't do that. And then the other thing, there's a lot of things that he puts inside the template, which is honestly doesn't add a lot of value into your trading system. You don't want to use a lot of indicators that prevent you from seeing really good setups. Use only what works. You understand? So let me not waste time. And then I think, ladies and gentlemen, let me just go back to a slides. I think we've covered everything with regards to confluences of technicals. Let me just go back there. With regards to high probability trading, currency setups, entries, exits, and confluences. With regards to currencies, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to trade the dollar across the board. Dollar is that one currency that is most consistent with the market maker cycle. Anything that has to do with the dollar. I'm just gonna count them for you. The dollar across the board, the dollar exotics, gold, not gold, all the precious metals, because they have dollar with them. They have dollar as the secondary or code currency. And then what else? Nasdaq as well. And then what else? Basically anything that is based in the US, ladies and gentlemen, it follows market makers consistently. So don't try to I love the dollar. Let's say, ladies and gentlemen, the dollar pairs have been so good to me. I know each and every single week I have to, within these 6 currencies, let me just do this. There's the Canadian dollar, American dollar. So okay, let me just do that. Look at it.